What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 5 review. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to let you know that this Sunday I will be coming with a special Valentine's Day look for you guys. And this upcoming week on my fashion Instagram page, fashion underscore killer 81, I will be doing a black and white series lookbook. Every day next week, I'll be posting a black and white outfit. So get ready. Make sure you're following me on my fashion Instagram page. All of my social media information is down below in the comment section. All right. So on tonight's episode of Belle Collective, we pick up exactly where we left off at the brunch with Marie and Kaylin, aka Trump supporter, beefing with one another. So Marie tells her, tell me to come here again. Tell me to come here again. I was like, well, she already told you not once, but twice, and you didn't do nothing. So you and that one sleeve ain't scaring nobody, ma'am. So Miss Dorothy, aka Cicely Tyson, stand up and try to get the girls together. She was like, stop acting ugly now. Now, I didn't raise y'all like that. Don't make no goddamn sense up here showing your ass like that. What the hell is wrong with y'all? The fuck is wrong with you? Did nobody ask y'all to come up here acting like that now? God don't like ugly. Kayla, you sit your ass down somewhere. The fuck is wrong with you? I used to fuck your granddaddy. Bitch, I'm damn near your mama. Marie, sit your bald-headed ass down. The fuck is wrong with you? You linebacker? The hell is going on? You damn heathen. That's what Miss Dorothy wanted to say to their asses. So, Miss Dorothy, aka, no, I'm sorry. So Marie says, but she shouldn't have told me to come here. I'm like, girl, it's over with now. I sound like a little kid, but she started. She hit me first. Like, grow up, Marie. So Cicely Tyson say, I agree, but we have to rise above that. I was like, basically, they don't see it for you, Kaylin. So Kaylin was like, Marie, I'm very sorry. Marie was like, she still need to go. She doing what she was taught. She doing what she was taught. And I was like, Marie, just because you talk really loud and hard does not make you tough. So Antoinette then escorts Kaylin out because Kaylin is over these black heifers. Like, y'all better be happy she even graced y'all with her white presence. She does not have time for you hoes. So some lady in the background said it's a lot more Caitlyn's. I think she didn't even call her Caitlyn. I think she said Caitlyn's. She's like, it's a lot more Caitlyn's when we leave out of here. Like, them hoes is about to jump her in 5.2 seconds. So it was time for Miss Caitlyn to leave. So Antoinette comes back in. And like, I wanted to, like, she say sorry? Like, did she just not even acknowledge what happened? Like, I wanted to see, like, what was her response to all that? So Tisha finally makes her announcement about Ferris Street. And I was like, thank God she finally got to make her announcement. Antoinette in her confessional says, I didn't know her vision was bigger than those brunches. I'm so proud of her. And I was like, once again, you only went to one brunch before this one. Like, you judged a book by its cover. And then this first one that you came to was something that was, you know, on television. So you know it was going to be some drama. So I just felt like she was judging her before she really got to know what Tisha was all about. So Tisha is excited because Marie and Essie are her new investors. They're going to, I guess, invest in the property that she's trying to get, which I think will be dope. So Melanie visits Latrice at her at her salon. They're going to sit down and talk about Latrice's upcoming hair care line. She's really excited about getting it up and off the ground. And as they're speaking, in walks Howard Hewitt. And I was like, why every time we having a meeting, here come Howard Hewitt? Like, don't he got an album to work on? What is going on? Like, why is he always interrupting the girls? Do he want to hold a peach or a bag of rice? Like, I don't know what they hold up in the Belle Collective, but like, why is he always here? But actually, he wasn't there about business. He was there to check on Latrice because apparently she had a really bad day. So then he says, has you talked to your brother lately? And she was like, he ain't been answering my phone calls. So how would he would say, because of the way you've been treating him about his girlfriend? Well, was his girlfriend. I heard they got married. And Melanie was like, who got married? Who said that? Who did that? You said wasn't that girl? And Latrice was like, nah. No. And now, at first, I was like, is she acting? Like, did she already know about this? Because it came across very scripted in its part, where it seemed like they were putting on for the cameras, like they had already discussed, you're going to come in and bring up my brother. The way it all flowed didn't seem natural, but I do feel like the feelings were very much real. But regardless, Latrice says, girl, he just bullshitting. And Howard Hughes was like, I ain't seen the paperwork yet, but that's the word. That's who he chose to be with, not who you might have chose, but that's who he chose. So Latrice in her confessional says, I looked at my brothers like fathers, especially Derek, because we were born a day apart. We were just a few years apart, but a day apart in birth. We consider each other twins. So daddy, it just makes me cringe when she calls Howard Hewitt daddy. So daddy telling me he's supposed to be married hurts, because why don't I know anything about it? I can understand where she's coming from. That would hurt my feelings if my brother ran off and got married and didn't say anything to me, but so much shit that happened in my life, y'all. I really don't be giving a fuck no more. Like, nothing surprises me about what people do. And at the end of the day, you grown and you get to live your life the way you want it. Like, as long as you happy, I really don't give two fucks. So, Latrice says, I honestly don't think that's what it is. He would let me know. So Howard, he was like, okay, girl, like, that's what you think, bitch. So Latrice was like, he was taken away from me. I had two other brothers that were taken away. So it's hard for him to sit there and tell me my brother got married. That's just not what I'm here for. So she starts to cry. And remember, she said, I think episode 1 or episode 2, that she has big daddy issues, like big daddy issues. And judging off everything that she kept on saying in tonight's episode, I feel like she puts too much emphasis and pressure on her brother being like a father figure for her, because at the end of the day, he's not. He's a grown man that has his own life, and he's not what's the word I'm looking for? He's not no, responsible is not the right word. Entitled? No, that's not the right word. He doesn't have to tell you every aspect of his life if he does not choose to. Like, y'all are just still brother and sister at the end of the day. And I feel like Latrice needs to handle her daddy issues instead of calling her husband daddy and looking at her brothers as father figures. Where is her father? Is he dead, or is he just not around? Like, can she find him? Like, she needs to deal with that, because it is showing up in so many different ways in her life. So Latrice goes on to say in her confessional that her mom was a single mother. Her two other older brothers, Goat and Chip, were killed. Derek left her at the age of 9. He's been incarcerated. And when she was 9, he murdered some dude for threatening the family. And he's just not getting out of jail. So she's feeling some type of way that he's not including her in all these special moments in his life, if that is the case, that he's gotten married. Like I said, I can understand her feelings, but he's still older than you and he's grown. Let that man live his life. He's been in jail for I don't know how many years. Let him just live his life and be happy. As long as he ain't out here killing nobody else, I wouldn't give a goddamn who he married. So Tisha's husband, Glenn, comes home from the road, child. And she and their son Joshua are so happy to see him. And Tisha in her confessional say, it's like a honeymoon when he come home. I be nervous, girl. I'm trying to make sure Mercy and Grace sitting up, talking about her titties, child. She call them Mercy and Grace, child. And I'm more like General Hospital. Saddle bag. Like, girl, get somewhere and sit down with them titties. So she tells him about talking to the councilman about Ferris Street and how excited she is about everything, how everything's coming together, and he bigs her up. He seems like he's so excited and supportive. And she tells him, I'm not going to be able to be available to you like I used to. When the 2 weeks you're home, I won't be able to cater to you like I used to anymore, but I got you forever. Like, I'm in this with you, but, I'm going to have to scale back on everything that I do for you when you do come home for those 2 weeks. I get where she's saying that she needs to concentrate on her and do her, and he should be able to survive for 2 weeks when he comes home. But at the time where y'all spending damn near 30 days apart from each other, I still feel that you both need to put in the work and the time to spend time with each other and to do for each other, to meet each other's needs emotionally, spiritually, sexually, all of those things. Or you're going to further drift apart from each other and become used to being separate and start seeking elsewhere. I still do feel as if I was in her position as a wife, I still would have maybe meal prepped meals that he could have easily just popped in the oven or whatever. I would have figured something out. I would still work in the day, but spend time with him at night. Like, you have to figure it out. And then he as well needs to figure out things to do for you to make you happy and to keep you satisfied. So I could see if he was home every day and y'all were in the same house around each other every day of the month, it would be a different story to me. But considering his job and how they're separate for 30 days, I would still put the energy in being a wife to my husband. That's just me. And I know it's a balancing act because she's trying to do what she wants to do for herself, which she is so entitled to. And I'm so supportive of that. But you still have to be a wife. And I feel like he still has to step up as a husband to make sure that she is taken care of also on all ends. So he says that he understands. And he was like, as long as I get mercy and grace, that's all he worried about. And she say, they on their game, honey. They real confident. And I was like, you better come on, Tisha. I do still like Tisha. You can tell that her and her husband have been together for quite a long time. And she does state later on in the episode how long they've been together. You can tell they're really close and they're really friendly. They call each other bro and dog and all that type of shit. You know, that's some shit where you been with a motherfucker for some years when you talk to him like that. Ooh, that water tastes good. Get you some smart water. It's delicious. Man, so I like their friendship aspect of their relationship. Now, some other things later on in this episode I kind of had some issues with. So Kaylin comes to see Antoinette at the dental practice. Antoinette wants to see where her head's at after everything that happened at the brunch because, you know, she reiterates that they weren't talking about her when they were talking about, you know, dealing with racism, things like that, and that she need to basically pick up her feelings on some Jasmine Sullivan type shit. And I was like, well, why you ain't say that to her then? But okay. So Antoinette says to Kaylin, you know, you're a white woman in a room full of black women, black female entrepreneurs, and part of it is just listening to the black experience. And I feel like she should have said that when they were out in the lobby way instead of pacifying her feelings and trying to coddle her. That's just my feeling. So she shows her the space and says that it'll be not only a dental practice, but a yoga studio as well. So she trying to get her some money, honey. And she says that she's planning a sip and see for a month from then so everybody can see the space once it's done. I'm guessing that's going to be the season finale episode where everybody comes sees the dental office. So Tisha is at home making business calls for Ferry Street. She's working. Glenn is up looking for food, child. He don't see nothing he want to eat. He is pissed off. He is hungry, child. So he coming to her office, but she on a phone call. And so she looking like, nigga, wait a minute, like I'm on the line. So to piss her off, he then starts vacuuming and shit, knowing she's on a fucking phone call. And I would have got up and kicked that nigga in his back. Don't fucking play with me. Do not fucking play with me or in my face, because you playing real hard. So she gets off the phone. No, I'm sorry. So Glenn in his confessional say, sometimes I feel like I'm treated like a peasant or a duck. And Tisha said, you tend to act like a duck, but I don't treat you like a duck. And I was like, see, this is what I like about their relationship. This one aspect that she does get that nigga together when need be, and she do clown that nigga. She's like, yeah, nigga, you do look like a duck. You act like a duck, nigga. Quack, quack, motherfucker. So Glenn, she gets off the phone and Glenn comes back in and she was like, you know, what's going on? So he was like, ain't no yams in the kitchen. Ain't no yams in the bedroom. And she was like, eat a sandwich, make you some noodles, nigga, make you a hot dog, shit, I don't know, figure it out, make you a bologna sandwich, something. So Glenn was like, I might as well, you know, put on a motherfucking apron, I'm doing everything. And I was like, cause you gotta fix you lunch, you doing everything, like, my nigga, sit down somewhere. Now you doing too much. Like, I could understand, like I was saying earlier, her making sure he at least got dinner, breakfast and lunch, nigga, you can figure it the fuck out. Like, I ain't got time for all that. So Tisha said, you know, what's wrong with that when I'm trying to get this off the ground for us? Glenn said, April don't fit me. That's what's wrong with it. And I was like, oh, wait one motherfucking minute. What the fuck you mean it don't fit you? Now, see, this is where it comes into the whole, I guess he feel like the woman is supposed to be in the kitchen and the man is just supposed to sit at the table and eat. And I don't roll that way. We supposed to do for each other. We see each other. I cook for you, you cook for me, sir. It ain't my fault your mammy didn't teach you how to make nothing to eat, nigga. That ain't my fault. So, where was I at? He says, but where is the help? Where is my wife? Teacher say, right here, manifesting my dreams. Finally. Glenn say, I don't get it. I need my wife when I come home. And Tisha says, normally when you come home, I shut down, but right now I'm working on a project that's important to me. I need you to be supportive. And I agree, he does need to be supportive of her. And I feel like I said, she could at least cook dinner for that nigga and at least make sure that she's spending time with him at night, at least. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, homeboy, I'm not about to be in this kitchen cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for your ass. And when you know I'm sitting up here trying to work, you can handle 2 out of the 3, motherfucker. So, Glenn says, I got your back 100%. I think we need to do a contract though. And I'm looking like, where the fuck that come from? A contract? Now, wait a minute. Where this left turn come from? But that nigga hit a hard left. So she was like, a contract. And he was like, yeah, there's a difference between business and marriage. So to secure me and everything that I've invested, I need some paperwork. So basically what I got from that conversation is that whatever she's doing on Ferris Street, he's investing his money into it as well, or their money into it, because I guess them little brunches that she do or whatever ain't doing all that, but I guess he's invested money into it and he want to make sure that he gonna get his cut out of it. So Tisha goes off on his ass like, what the fuck you mean a contract? Now, I agree, there is a difference between business and marriage. I would ask for a contract too. As a woman, I would most definitely ask for a contract too. I wouldn't have been mad at him asking for no contract, because at the end of the day, especially with everything she said that happened in their marriage, yeah, I want to cover myself, because at the end of the day, if we end up getting a divorce, I want to make sure that, especially if this Ferris Street shit do pop the fuck off, that it stays mine. It stays mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if there is a difference between business and marriage, let's do that paperwork, homeboy. I wouldn't have felt no type of way. You're exactly right. Hell, I would have been the one that gave him the paperwork. Nah, bruh. So, she, however, like I said, is offended by this whole thing. So, where was I at? Glenn says, I'm assed out right now, but you're not worried about our world. You're just worried about you. Tisha says, right now, I'm the queen. I need you to give me what I've given you since we get everything off our chest. What's up with the proposal? Renewal of the vows. Glenn was like, we got a lot of stuff to iron out. And so Tisha, her confessional, says him asking me for a contract, it makes me feel like there are some insecurities. You know, we've experienced infidelity, struggles in our marriage. They've been together for 20 years. They've been together since basically high school, from what it looks like. So I'm pretty sure, you know, since they've been together since they was kids, of course, they done went through a lot of stuff. They grew up together, basically. So, she's offended, you know what I'm saying? Because they have been together so long, but at the end of the day, you still got to protect yourself, because motherfuckers switch up on your ass when y'all break up. You see a whole nother side of that motherfucker. The side, you don't see that motherfucker that was holding your ass in the middle of the night. You get a whole other motherfucker, a whole new beast, and you be like, I was laying next to this nigga. I never knew he could be that motherfucking petty and selfish. Oh, yes. You got to protect yourself at all costs. But my thing is, okay, she talking about a vow renewal. Like, okay, I get it, but what they got to do with this contract? Like, one don't equal the other to me. I didn't really understand that. So Glenn was like, I want steak, potatoes, and chicken. And she was like, you've had all of that for years, and you come home for 2 weeks, like, and you ain't got it, and you like bitching about it. So Glenn was like, it's more than 2 weeks. It's becoming more frequent. You acting brand new, man. And she was like, and he was like, you got 14 days to figure out this contract though. And she was like, you dead ass. He was like, dead ass. So Tisha, her confessional, said, I ain't signing no contract till Glenn proposed to me, and he ain't getting no yams. And I was like, once again, I don't understand how one equals the other with this whole vow renewal thing and him signing a contract. Like, two totally different things. But if it make you happy, girl, go ahead on. So Latrice has her family over to have a remembrance service for her two deceased brothers. Zaddy came up with an outfit. Zaddy came up with the idea to plant some trees in honor of their memory. Her mom is there. Her mother is really pretty, and her brother Derek and her other brother Hector are there, and as well as all of their other families. Antoinette and Melanie come through to show their love and support. Everybody's wearing white. They plant the tree. Derek walks off because he just not here for all the punk pussy ass crying and shit. Like, this is not for him. But after the ceremony, Latrice sits down and talks to him. And she tells him that Howard Hewitt told her the reason he don't come around is because he think they don't like his girlfriend Belinda. And I was like, yeah, they most definitely live in Mississippi with a name like Belinda, child. Belinda sound like, don't nobody like her. Belinda sound like she got a freeze with finger waves. She got long nails, honey. She spray painted this side blue, this side red, child. She look like she still wear black lipstick liner around her lips, and she walk real stanky. You can't tell Belinda nothing, child. So, Latrice was like, if we gonna be twins, then I need to be a part of stuff. Derek, meanwhile, was sitting there smoking his little cigar, his little black and mild, whatever he was smoking, looking like, girl, please. Like, you don't get somewhere and sit your little young ass out my face. Like, bitch, you ain't my daughter. Like, you my sister, bitch. I don't owe you nothing. So Derek was like, if I get married, you'll know. Latrice started crying, and she was like, we supposed to be closer than that. And Derek say, I'm always one phone call away. I just want to live my life. Like, that man just want to do him. Like, he been in jail. Like, he just want to be happy. So he was like, you know why I don't come around. Y'all like Pam. And I was like, oh, Pam sound like a baby mama child. So Latrice in her confessional says that Pam is Derek's ex and they have a daughter together. They're not on the best of terms right now, but the family loves her, and she and their baby are staying with their mom, because when they broke up, she and the baby ain't had no place to go. I was like, boy, this don't sound like some black family shit, honey. So Derek was like, when I come chill with the family, I want to come chill with the family. When I look up, here go Pam ass. I was like, I got to see Pam, baby, because Pam seemed like she got a long rap. Pam looked like she got a long rap. She looked like she always got an attitude. She wear maxi dresses all the time and sandals. She looked like she always swatting like mosquitoes off of her, and she just always mad because she hot. She hot and she mad all the damn time, and the baby won't stop crying, and Derek won't answer the phone. And I'm like, but where is Pam mama and them? Like, where they at? Like, how old is Pam, first of all? Because Derek looked like he a smooth 50. So I'm like, how Pam ain't got no stable place to stay? Like, what's going on in Pam life that she got to go live with y'all mama? Like, what is going on? So, and that I would understand that it has to be difficult, especially when me and my ex ain't on good terms, and I do want to come see my family, but then I got to deal with her and her bullshit, especially if we ain't on good terms. But at the end of the day, you still got to see your child, and you still got to be around your family. But I would give my mama like a time frame for her to be able to get back on her feet, and she got to go. Or at least let the baby come stay with you. Like, why can't the baby live with you, and to give her the time to get up on her feet? Something needs to be done. But anywho, so, or how about they stayed in a place and you go live with Belinda? You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that your daughter and your baby mama got a place to stay, and you go live with Belinda ass, since you love her so much. So Derek was like, no, I'm sorry. So Latrice was like, so what you want me to do so what you want mama to put her and the baby out? It's a tough situation when it comes to Belinda. He was like, nah, it ain't no tough situation. It's like he don't really give a fuck where they go, as long as they ain't at his mama house. Derek was like, you don't like her, talking about Belinda. Latrice was like, I don't like some of her ways. And Derek was like, you got to think, though, there are things about her that draw me to her. Like, it ain't about what you don't like. Obviously, it's things about her that I like, which is true. Like, I ain't got to fuck her. I ain't got to be around her. So I don't give a fuck what you do. As long as she don't disrespect me or mines, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? So Latrice in her confessional say, I'm realizing that the things I don't like about Belinda aren't worth me losing my brother. So she tells him that at some point she does want to sit down to talk to Belinda so they can hash out things, and she just wants to extend a courtesy to her to let her know everything is cool and that she want to be there for them or whatever. And it seems like they squashes it for now, but you can tell that Derek does have a wall up when it comes to Latrice and telling her his business, that he's place boundaries there between them, and he just wants to do him. It seems like they're one of those families, or maybe Latrice is one of those family members that feel like you need to always choose family over somebody. If we don't like her, you shouldn't like her. And she seemed like one of them people that's always in your business and want to run your life, but you can't tell her shit about her and daddy. So yeah, you're not about to put that on me, honey. No, you're not. So overall, my thoughts and review on Belle Collective tonight, I give tonight's episode a B+. I give tonight's episode a B+. It's living up to the hype. I'm still loving it, loving the direction and where everything is going. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe. I'm so excited. I'm going to get my hair bleached tomorrow, going back white blonde. It's time. The purple was cute for 2 weeks. Now it's time to go back blonde. And I think I'm going to cut it really, 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 really low again. Start all over. Yeah. But anywho, love you guys. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.